Congressman and Honorable Paul Ryan.
Before we were Speaker, I came in 2011. Republicans, first took back control of the House in 2011, and you had John Boehner and Eric Cantor and Kevin McCarthy, and then Paul Ryan, chair of Budget Committee, but he was also part of that Young Guns book that he and McCarthy and Cantor had written. And so I had sort of this, I don't know if it was an awe, but I had this level of respect for Paul that I didn't think I would ever be friends with him. And then when I first came here, he was sort of standoffish. He was, of course, he was busy. He's a real heady guy and working on budget stuff. And, I tried to introduce myself. I remember him putting capers on an omelet or something. We were going through the line, and I don't know why I think of that, but I just see Paul, one of our first encounters, was at a breakfast. And I walked away going, God, this guy's a nerd, and I'll never be friends with him. But we became friends, and he became Speaker. I supported him and worked with him on the Obamacare repeal stuff, and really, tried to help him be successful as a Speaker, because that's just in my nature to do, try to help people be successful. But he's a hunter. He likes to bow hunt, and I bow hunt as well. And so, we became friends. He's probably one that I initially never thought I could be friends with, just because he was so heady, he was so nerdy at the time, and we ultimately got a great relationship and became friends. I haven't seen Paul in a while, but I think our love for the outdoors and hunting was part of that as well. Out of all the people I've met, and that's Medal of Honor recipients, that's people that have been on the moon, people that have been involved in so much. But there's one little girl that, she's not little anymore, but one little girl, when I first met her, that I really just took to. And her picture's all over my office. There's one right behind me here, there's one back there, there's one over there. And that's Rachel Lewis, and she is part of the Special Olympics, and she came to see me about Special Olympics, and then a number of other issues surrounding, just special needs, and she really won my heart, and that's why her picture's in here, because I love her, and love her family, and all the meetings we've had have been special with Rachel, and so that's one that really sticks out. Just watching the adversity that Steve has gone through just in my tenure in Congress, and getting to know him. I mean, look, I voted against Speaker Boehner on the floor, and I was a whip, and pressure that Steve felt to remove me from the whip team, and he wasn't going to do it. I took myself off the whip team for a year because it was putting Steve in a tough position, and I wasn't going to do that to my friend, somebody that I had gained a lot of respect for. And then to watch him, the baseball shooting and his injuries, and watch him come through that, and then just recently with cancer and battling that and coming through that, all while being the majority leader of the House Republican Conference and our majority here. Just watching Steve, I have an immense level of respect for him, and we're friends. I was on the baseball field the year after he was shot, and I was at shortstop, he was at second. First pitch of the game, first swing of the bat, first ball hit, went straight to Steve. He dropped down on a knee, couldn't move side to side due to his recovery from his injuries even a year later, but fielded that ball and was able to throw it to Mo Brooks at first base and get him out. And being a shortstop, ball hit to that side of the bag at second, I'm coming around to back him up, so I'm the first one there. And then we came up, tears down our face with joy, and just embraced, and it was just a special moment. And we'll always be friends for a lot of reasons, but definitely that connection we have.